Hey there, thanks for tuning in. So this is a van that we recently just sold. It was kind of an experiment. I bought the van knowing that I was going to turn it into a camper van and try to sell it, but I hadn't really had much experience. I had done this once before, but it wasn't on the same kind of scale as this one. I wanted to go over the numbers of everything and show you how much we had into this van and how much we sold it for and the profit that we were able to walk away with. So in the description below, I will be sure to put links to every single part that we bought online. Most of the things you're seeing here I bought on Amazon. And again, I'll put links for everything I used in the description below. So thanks for clicking through those links to buy them if you're doing a van build yourself. So yeah, everything from the Max Air fans to the solar panel, the bike rack, all that stuff. I'll have the links for all those below. So these are some shots of the inside of our van. Turned out really well. We even had a drawer slide toilet, which was really nice. So yeah, this was a great experience, and again, I'm going to go over all of the details. If there's anything I left out, please just message me in the comments below and I'll be glad to get right back to you. So without further ado, let's dive into the numbers. Okay, so this is the original spec sheet that I got from Mercedes-Benz of El Cajon in California. This was after a lot of negotiating, so the numbers on the left reflect what they were charging us for this van. So you can see all the things that we got with the van on the left and how much they cost right here in the middle column. So when you get to the bottom, you can see that they were charging us $44,709 before taxes for this van. We actually ended up getting it for a little less. I took a screenshot over here. You can see we got it for $300 less. I guess I'm a tough negotiator, but it worked out in our favor. So yeah, we actually got it for $44,409 before tax. But if you are talking to a dealer and you have a spec sheet like this, make sure you get a spec sheet. You can compare it to what you see here and just make sure that things are similar. You can use it in your advantage to negotiate if you have another spec sheet to compare it to. So this was the spec sheet, and then we're going to go over to this screen over here, and this is a really basic rundown of the costs. So after the taxes, tag, and title, we came to this amount here, $46,406.41. And then I was in Florida when I ordered this van from that dealership in California. And so I ended up paying $1,800 to have it delivered to me, which was a lot. And let me just tell you, that was a terrible experience. I used a company called WEWE, and man, I could tell you a whole story about that, but in short, I would avoid delivery in the future. I would either fly out or drive out and go get it. But this was the fee that I still had to pay even after that whole saga that I just told you about. So the total upfit cost, this is everything. For everything I ordered on Amazon, everything at Home Depot, Lowe's, all the various websites that, I had to order different parts from, it came to $6,544.22. So my total all-in cost was $54,750.63. So just moving down here, I ended up selling the van for $79,000. So our profit was $24,249.37. So I was stoked on that. That's a big deal for me. And I just wanted to show you what we made on this van because I didn't see a lot of people talking about these kinds of things specifically. It's kind of a weird subject, I guess, to talk about money and that sort of thing, but I think there's enough people building these vans that, it's a topic that we should discuss. So how much can you make from a van? I don't know if I got lucky. I don't think so, though. I had a lot of different people inquiring. I had a bunch of people that met me in person that checked out the van, a few test drives, and all in all, there was just a lot of interest. The sites that I used to post the van for sale, I ended up selling it through this one on RV Trader. And just make sure you do a Class B whenever you make your account. That's the kind of van designation that these Sprinter vans fall under. So yeah, you can see there's vans that people built on here. There's vans that are, professional companies, Road Trek or Winnebago, those kinds of things. Everything's on here. Another website I listed it on is Van Life Trader. And that's a cool website to post it on too, because they have a really big Instagram following. And so this is their website here that you see. They're pretty much mostly all, DIY kind of conversion vans that people sell on there. And the cool thing is, if you go to their Instagram page, they have 176,000 followers. And they make a post. There's different packages, so you may as well just get the best package. I think it was around $100. But what they do for you is they make a post, and then they also put it in their stories. And you can see there they have just van stats underneath it when it pops up in their stories, and it really goes out to a lot of eyes. And I got a lot of emails from this website and from RV Trader, so that's how I ended up selling it. I also posted it on Craigslist and stuff, but I didn't really get too much response from Facebook or Craigslist or those kinds of places. So whenever I was originally looking to buy the van, I used two websites. I used Car Gurus and I used Auto Trader. I ended up finding the van on Auto Trader, but a tip that I've kind of learned is that when you find a van or a couple vans that you like, maybe on Auto Trader or Car Gurus or really any website, it'll tell you what dealer that's from. So I have found that if you click through to go to the dealer's website, a lot of times these dealers, they don't have all the vans that they actually have for sale listed even on their own website. You a lot of times just have to call and talk to somebody and say, hey, what vans do you currently have in your inventory? But checking their inventory on their website can lead to things that aren't on Auto Trader or other websites. And also, like I said, just calling and talking to somebody, and you're going to find a lot of stuff that isn't listed anywhere. So those are some of my tips that I've learned along the way. I'm super stoked that this worked out to be this kind of profit. I really had no idea what to expect for this one. The last van we sold, it wasn't for nearly as much. We had the van for 4 years. We sold that van for, I think, $36,000. But we paid $36,000 for it, so we broke even on that van. So it's crazy. A car is usually a terrible depreciating asset to have. So this is really a rarity. These Sprinter vans are in such high demand, especially right now. I will say today is June 5th of 2021, and it is slim pickings out there. I mean, everything in the world from lumber to, vans are in short supply. So right now it could potentially be a tougher time than normal to find a good deal, because the vans that they do have at the dealership, there's just so much demand that they're probably not willing to negotiate as much. But hey, this isn't going to last forever. And I think the idea of having a van and doing the whole van life way of living, I don't think that's going to change, because people have been doing that since the 60s in VW buses. So I think that's here to stay. And if you are interested in anything that I didn't talk about, just drop me a message in the comments below. You can email me. I'm happy to share anything that I've learned along the way. And I hope that if you're interested in doing this yourself, that it ends up being a profitable experience for you like it was for me. Thanks for watching.